All right, good evening, class. My name is Lawrence Burton, and I'm here to talk to you today about the importance of having a positive role model in a child's life. As well, first off, I want to show you pictures of my kids. My oldest, my daughter, she's 8 years old. Her name is Rayana. I have my next oldest daughter. She's 4. Her name is Nilayani. I have my oldest son. He's 2. His name is Kingston. And I have my baby son, who's 9 months, and his name is Bryson. I just wanted to start off with showing you these pictures because as a father, it really means a lot to me to try to be a part of their lives. Growing up in a household without a father and a mother really made an impact on my life. I was raised by my grandmother, who raised me and my cousin like brothers, and still to this day, my brother is my role model. That's who I look up to. That's who plays a major part in my life. In an article, First Things First, nearly 1/4 of America's children live in mother-only families. 1/4 of those living with their mothers, 35% never see their fathers, and 24% see their fathers less than once a month. That's 24%. I happen personally to be in that 24%, so I only get to see my kids and talk to them a couple times a month, which deeply affects me, and that's something that I'm trying to change and not be like my father and my mother played a part in my life. Children have many obstacles to deal with as it is in a day-to-day. And I'll take this time to discuss to you now the importance of a positive role model, the negative situations of not having a role model, and organizations to help build relationships between adults and kids. The first thing I would like to discuss is the importance of a positive role model. Mothers can encourage the involvement of a positive role model daily. As a coach, I get mothers approaching me and wanting me to help them with a situation with their child, want me to talk to their child, want me to discipline their child. And I just feel like with the mother approaching me, that lets me know that mother is understanding and wants to have somebody to be a part of her child's life and really understand. Next thing is non-custodian father. Just because you don't have custody of your kids doesn't mean that you don't have to be there and be a part of their lives. Like I said, I play a part of that, but I try daily to call my kids. I try daily to talk to them and actually be a part of their lives, and they know my voice and they know that I'm dad. And the next thing is just involve yourself in the kid's life. In an article by Megan Slack on the White House blog, President Obama stated in a 2013 commencement speech at Morehouse College, in troubled neighborhoods all across this country, many of them heavily African American, too few of our citizens have roles as role models to guide them. Communities just a couple of miles from my house in Chicago, communities just a couple of miles from here in Morehouse, there are places where jobs are still too scarce and wages too low, where schools are underfunded and violence is persuasive, where too many men spend their youth behind desks, not behind desks in classrooms, but behind jail cells and in the streets. And that right there just touched me and made me realize that life has changed. I mean, these kids really need somebody to help them change, and it's up to us as role models in order to be able to do that. Now that I've discussed the following the importance of having a positive role model, now I will discuss the negative situations of not having a role model. First thing, one of the negative situations is a two-person household. I know growing up, my grandmother, she had to work and be out, so it really gave less time for me to have FaceTime with that other parent. And it really made me draw closer to doing negative things than it did to being positive. Another situation, divorce and non-marital childbearing. An article by W. Horn called Father Facts, the divorce rate in the United States remains the highest in the world at 40 to 50%. That's amazing. of all marriages ended in separation or divorce. That's just an amazing number. At 40 or 50%. And non-marital childbearing, just because you have a child out of not being married doesn't preclude you from being a part of that child's life. It doesn't preclude you from being a father. Once again, I fall in that category, but I'm trying every day to build and fix my relationship with my children so I can be known. I know that I'm daddy, and I did everything that I could to be a better part of their lives and their upbringing. With the negative situation I discussed, now I'll talk about organizations to build relationships between kids and adults. And the first organization, as you all know from me, I'm a sports fanatic. I've coached for many years, and I feel like sports is the #1 way to gain their interest and gain their trust. If a kid knows you and knows that you're hard but you're fair and you know what you're doing, then they're really going to understand and take a liking to you and take a respect factor to you. And I feel like some of the kids, I've put 85 kids into college and got them better opportunities to better themselves for their family. And I pride myself on that. And I think that that's one of the huge ways that I've committed to being a part of kids' life. Next, the Boys and Girls Club. Boys and Girls Club was a non-profit organization funded in 1860 with local chapters that provide after-school programs for young people. I feel like that's a huge way for people to be involved and really have an opportunity to make a difference. And the next one is just getting involved. You see somebody, you have a child, niece, nephew, cousin, young person you mentor, just get involved in their life, be a part. Another article by Megan Slack again, President Obama said, it's not just African American communities that need help. It's the country needs you, the world needs you. And I just thought that was a great topic to go off with on my topic that I'm going with. So in conclusion, the first thing I talked about was the important steps of understanding a positive role model. The second was the negative situations of not having a positive role model. And final step was organizations to help build relationships between kids and adults. I'd like to thank you, and I would like to open up for any questions.